All right, so let's get into something that might be hitting a little too close to home for some of you guys out there.
Mm,
You're working hard in the gym, putting in the work, but those gains just aren't what they used to be.
right.
The energy's lagging, and you're just kind of starting to wonder if your best days are behind you.
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar?
Well, and what's so interesting about that is that it isn't just about getting older. You know,
Okay,
there are some hidden culprits that could be sabotaging your progress.
really?
Things you might not even realize are impacting your workouts and your overall well-being.
So you're saying it's not just father time here?
Absolutely not. And today we are diving deep into TestRx,
Okay.
a supplement that claims to address these often overlooked factors and help you regain that youthful energy and muscle building power.
TestRx, I've seen the ads, but honestly, I've always been a little skeptical of these kinds of things.
I hear you. There's a lot of hype out
Hmm.
there. But TestRx caught our attention because they seem to be taking a different approach, focusing on some pretty interesting science.
Okay, all right, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Let's unpack this. What is TestRx and what makes it so different?
Well, first off, it's a natural testosterone booster.
Uh-huh.
And I know what you're thinking,
Mhm.
another one of those.
Right, right.
But stick with me because the key ingredient here is ZMA, a blend of zinc, magnesium aspartate, and vitamin B6.
ZMA, okay. I've heard that term thrown around in fitness circles. What's the big deal about it?
It plays a crucial role in protein synthesis, which is the foundation of muscle growth.
Okay.
But here's where it gets really interesting. TestRx highlights a study
Okay.
where NCAA football players taking ZMA saw a 30% increase in testosterone in just 8 weeks.
Wait, a 30% increase? That's pretty significant, especially if you're already starting to experience that natural decline as you get older.
Exactly. And what's even more striking is that the placebo group in that study actually saw a 10% decrease in testosterone over the same period.
Wow, it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what's going on there.
Right. And TestRx claims that ZMA is only part of the equation.
Okay.
They're also targeting 2 other key factors that they believe are often overlooked when it comes to testosterone decline.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What are these hidden culprits that are messing with our testosterone levels?
One is something we all know we should be getting more of: sleep.
Sleep, really? I mean, I know it's important, but how does that relate to testosterone?
Well, it turns out that deep sleep is crucial for muscle recovery and hormone production, including testosterone.
Okay.
And TestRx suggests that their formula, with the help of ZMA, can actually improve the quality of your sleep, allowing your body to spend more time in those crucial restorative stages.
So it's not just about logging enough hours, but about getting the right kind of sleep.
Exactly. And the second hidden culprit they address is something that might surprise you: a lack of essential minerals in your diet.
Minerals, like what we get from food.
Yeah.
I thought if you were eating a reasonably healthy diet, you'd be good to go.
It's not always that simple, especially if you're pushing yourself physically. Research shows that many athletes, even those who are super careful about their diets, are often deficient in key minerals like zinc and magnesium.
And I'm guessing these deficiencies can impact testosterone levels.
You got it. These minerals are essential for a whole cascade of processes in the body, including hormone production.
Gotcha.
TestRx argues that by providing these missing minerals in the right doses, they're helping your body function at its optimal level.
So they're kind of giving your body the building blocks it needs to naturally produce more testosterone.
That's the idea, and they claim this approach, which they call their quadruple advantage, sets them apart from other testosterone boosters on the market.
Okay, I'm hooked. What's this quadruple advantage all about? Tell me more.
Well, they claim to have a more comprehensive formula
Okay.
with the right dosage of key ingredients all made in the USA.
Uh-huh.
And of course, they're really emphasizing that ZMA is their secret weapon.
So they're basically saying they've cracked the code, providing everything your body needs in the right amounts to get that testosterone boost.
That's what they're suggesting. But as with anything, it's essential to look beyond the marketing and see what the science actually says.
Okay, so let's dig into that.
Yeah.
What does the research say about ZMA and its effects on testosterone?
There have been a few studies, including the one with the football players we mentioned earlier, that have shown some promising results.
Right.
But it's important to note that more research is needed to confirm these findings and see how they apply to the general population, especially older men.
So while it's intriguing, we shouldn't consider it a done deal just yet.
Right. And it's also crucial to remember that everyone's body is different.
Okay.
What works for one person might not work for another. Genetics, lifestyle, diet, stress levels, all these things play a role.
So even if TestRx does what it claims, It's not a guaranteed ticket to ripped abs and boundless energy.
Exactly. It's not a magic bullet. But what I find fascinating is that TestRx seems to be promoting a more holistic approach,
Yeah.
considering not just testosterone levels, but also factors like sleep and mineral intake.
That makes a lot of sense. As like you said before, those hidden culprits could be holding us back without us even realizing it.
Right. And addressing those underlying issues could potentially have a ripple effect on your overall health and well-being, not just your testosterone levels.
So even if you're not convinced about the testosterone boosting claims, there might be other benefits to consider.
Absolutely. And that brings us to another important point.
Okay.
Boosting testosterone might not be the only path to feeling more energetic and building muscle.
I'm all ears. What are some other options?
Well, there are plenty of natural ways to support healthy testosterone levels. Exercise, for example, can be a powerful testosterone booster, especially strength training exercises like weightlifting.
Really? So hitting the gym can actually help increase testosterone. That was the other way around.
It's a bit of a virtuous cycle. Exercise can stimulate testosterone production, and having healthy testosterone levels can help you build muscle and recover more effectively from your workouts.
Okay, so it's like a win-win situation.
Yeah.
What else can we do to naturally support testosterone?
Diet plays a crucial role. A balanced diet rich in protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates can provide your body with the nutrients it needs for optimal hormone production.
So no more all-bacon diet.
Probably not the best strategy.
Yeah.
And as we discussed earlier, sleep is critical. Getting enough quality sleep allows your body to repair and rebuild, and it's essential for regulating hormone levels.
Makes sense. What about stress? I know stress can wreak havoc on your health in general.
You're absolutely right. Chronic stress can lead to elevated cortisol levels, which can actually interfere with testosterone production. So finding healthy ways to manage stress, like exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature, can be beneficial for your hormone balance.
It sounds like a lot of these natural methods are things we should be doing anyway for our overall health.
Exactly. And that's what I appreciate about the approach that TestRx seems to be taking.
Yeah.
They're not just saying, take this pill and all your problems will be solved. They're acknowledging the importance of a holistic approach.
Okay, so we've talked about the potential benefits of TestRx, the science behind ZMA, and some natural ways to support healthy testosterone levels. But what about the flip side? Are there any potential risks or side effects associated with testosterone boosters?
That's an essential question, and it's one we definitely need to address. But before we get into that, I think it's important to emphasize that TestRx offers a 67-day money-back guarantee.
Really? That's pretty generous.
It is, and it suggests that they're pretty confident in their product. But as we always say, it's crucial to do your research and be an informed consumer.
Right. Don't just take their word for it. Look into the research, read reviews, and talk to your doctor to see if TestRx is right for you.
Exactly. And with that in mind, let's delve into some of the potential risks and side effects you should be aware of before considering any testosterone booster, including TestRx.
So we've talked about all these potential benefits of TestRx, and we've gone over the science behind ZMA and this holistic approach. But what are the risks? What are the potential downsides or side effects of using a product like this?
That's the million-dollar question, right? And it's definitely something you should always consider before starting any new supplement, even if it is marketed as natural.
So you're saying even though TestRx is made with natural ingredients, it's not completely risk-free.
Exactly. Remember, we're still talking about influencing hormones here. And anytime you're kind of messing with your body's hormonal balance, there's always a chance of some unintended consequences.
Okay, that makes sense. What kind of side effects should people be aware of?
Well, some common ones that are reported with testosterone boosters in general include acne, mood swings, and increased aggression.
That's definitely something to think about. Are there any more serious risks?
In some cases, yes. There have been some reports of more severe side effects, like prostate problems, cardiovascular issues, and even liver damage.
That sounds pretty scary.
It can be, which is why it's so important to talk to your doctor before starting any testosterone booster, including TestRx. They can help you assess your individual risk factors and determine if it's safe for you.
So it's not something to just jump into. You really need to do your research.
Absolutely. And here's another important thing to think about. Even if you don't see any immediate side effects using testosterone boosters for a long time, could actually end up suppressing your body's natural testosterone production.
Wait, so you're saying that by trying to boost testosterone, you could actually end up lowering it in the long run?
It is a possibility. Yeah,
Yeah.
think of it as a feedback loop. Your body senses all this testosterone coming from somewhere else, it might start to slow down its own production.
So it's like a delicate balancing act.
Exactly. And that's why it's crucial to be cautious with testosterone boosters and to use them responsibly, ideally with the guidance of a healthcare professional.
So it's all about weighing those potential benefits against those potential risks and making an informed decision for yourself.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Mm.
And it's also important to remember that these testosterone boosters, they're not a miracle cure. They might give you a temporary boost, but they're not going to magically transform your body.
It all comes back to that holistic approach we were talking about, right? Exercise, diet, sleep, stress management, all of those things play a role in those testosterone levels and your overall health.
Exactly. Testosterone is just one piece of the puzzle.
So for someone listening to this right now and they're thinking about maybe trying TestRx, what's the key takeaway? What's the one thing they should really remember?
I think the most important thing is to do your research. Consult your doctor and really weigh those potential benefits and risks. And if you do decide to try TestRx or any testosterone booster for that matter, make sure you're using it responsibly and paying attention to how your body responds.
And don't forget about all those natural ways to support healthy testosterone levels, like exercise and a balanced diet.
Absolutely. Those foundational pillars of health are so important.
Well, this has been a really fascinating dive into the world of TestRx. We've gone over a lot of information from the science behind their claims to the potential risks and benefits.
It's a complicated subject for sure, and it really deserves that careful consideration.
Well said. And with that, we're going to wrap things up. But before we go, I want to leave you with one final thought. What if instead of trying to manipulate our hormones, we focused on creating an environment within our bodies where those hormones can thrive naturally?
That's a powerful idea and definitely one worth exploring.
Absolutely. So as you continue on your health and fitness journey, remember to be kind to your body, listen to its signals, and make choices that support its natural balance. And if you're interested in learning more about TestRx and seeing if it might be right for you, you can find a link to their website in the show notes below. Until next time, stay curious and take care as well.